What is up, everyone? I wanted to have a conversation about the humble Filet-O-Fish sandwich. So this week, McDonald's has a Filet-O-Fish for $2.50, and I think you can get up to like 5 of them with one order. I'm assuming it's some sort of religious non-meat eating holiday like Lent or something. I don't know. That's usually when you get good deals on the Filet-O-Fish, but the Filet-O-Fish is actually one of my favorite like fast food sandwiches, like period. Not just at McDonald's, like period. And it's so funny because some people call the Filet-O-Fish like the worst thing on the menu. It's such a controversial sandwich, which is really funny to me. But I think I might know where they're coming from, because the Filet-O-Fish, look at this thing. It's got a nice flaky Filet-O-Fish here, tartar sauce, cheese. I added lettuce to it, and the reason why I added lettuce is not because I love lettuce, but because the Filet-O-Fish sandwich, when you get it fresh, is literally one of the best sandwiches, I feel like. I'm gonna take a bite out of this thing. It's so good. Flaky fish, crispy on the outside. Got a slab of like American cheese on here. I actually think the lettuce goes really well with fish, like fish sandwiches in general, with that tartar sauce. They're really good tartar sauce. But a Filet-O-Fish fresh is amazing. A Filet-O-Fish that's been sitting around for a while is actually probably one of the worst things on the menu. So I think what's going on with people who seem to viscerally hate the Filet-O-Fish sandwich is because they've actually never had one fresh before. So one thing you can do, you just go there early, like right after breakfast, 10:30 a.m. or whatever. Get a Filet-O-Fish, and it's pretty much guaranteed to be fresh. What I did tonight was, because middle of the night, you're basically rolling the dice, we're trying to get a fresh Filet-O-Fish, is I just ordered it with lettuce on the app. I felt like I did charge almost like a little bit too much for it, but it ended up being $6 all in for 2 of them, so it basically charged me like $1 for lettuce on 2 sandwiches, 50 cents each. But yeah, so basically if you customize it, they make it fresh. I think when you're actually like ordering at McDonald's and not through the app, you can just tell them make it fresh and they'll make it fresh for you. There's no such option in the app itself, so you basically just have to customize it and probably pay a little bit more for whatever. But totally worth it, because again, the flavors that have been sitting around for a while is not a good sandwich. I guess you can say that for a lot of stuff at McDonald's, like even their fries, like fresh made fries from McDonald's are like some of the best fries around, no joke. The fries have been sitting around for a while, so especially ones that kind of get soggy and kind of brown. Man, they're bad. They're really bad. Anyways, love it. Super solid. I think lettuce goes well with the fish sandwich, as I said, along with the tartar sauce. So yeah, Filet-O-Fish sandwich. If you never had a fresh one before, for whatever reason, I would recommend trying to get one fresh, and then give me your opinion on that Filet-O-Fish again if you don't like it. But Filet-O-Fish, one of my favorite, absolute favorite fast food sandwiches. Was super thrilled to see that deal this week for $2.50 each. Anyways, played the last tournament of the LAPC series, the closer. I fired 7 freaking bullets at this thing. Last night, he made a little bit of a punty play with like 12 people left, 350k, which is about average stack. Player limp re-raised me after I had ace queen. Flop was ace jack 10. He bet I called. Turn was like an 8. He bet I called. River was like a 4. Blank. And he ripped it and tie. Had you give me a read on this player, which made me more incentivized to call, and I don't blame tie at all. I just happened to run it to in his hand, but he had pocket aces and busted me. from the tournament. Very frustrating because it's such a long grind every day. Came out to fired 2 bullets, ran pretty bad in the first 2, ran extremely bad in the last one, the third one. Ended up kind of on the latter half of the day, I was probably still like 30-40 people away from the money. I got down to 25k. It was a 40k starting stack, so I was below starting stack late in the day. I think I had around 4 or 5 bigs, but then I bagged 1.34 million. Isn't that crazy? 1.3 million in chips from 25k, which is just bananas. I did it within probably like 2 hours or so. But yeah, I complain a lot about how I've been running, but that absolutely was a sun run. Fortunately, I rivered poor Rob Gill. I mean, it wasn't like an all-in or anything, but basically he had 3-bet me with queens. I call with 5s. He checked a flop of like Jack 7, 8 or something, or Jack 8, 7, 2 hearts. And he could just taken like a more standard line, like bet the flop, bet the turn, I would have folded. But he basically checked through the flop. Turn was another brick card, like a 4. So I got 2 Filet-O-Fish sandwiches since it's only $2.50. So I got 2. So I'm in heaven tonight eating Filet-O-Fish sandwiches, and they're fresh. But basically, then Rob bet like a 4 turn. I called. You can make an argument for folding, but because of Rob, really good, really aggressive player, definitely can be doing that with the hand worse than 5s. So I did call, and then River basically bailed me out. It was a 5. And it was kind of at that moment when I saw the way he was thinking about what to do to the river, I started to dawn on me that he actually did have a big hand. Not that, you know, it wasn't possible that he had a big hand, right? Like aces or kings or something. Obviously that was within the range of hands that he played it this way with. But I think on the river, it started to dawn on me that is what he had. And then he decided to check. If you sense that kind of thing is happening, you definitely want to size up. Good psychological kind of play when you're putting pressure on people. They're leveling themselves a little bit. Thinking I just played my real strong hand passively, I can't fold, and all of a sudden you bomb the pot. And I gotta really think about it. But I put in a really big, like, it's like 150k bet, probably like B80, 80% pot. And to his credit, Rob actually tanked for almost like a minute and a half, 2 minutes before he called. Then I showed him the 5s, showed him the bad news. But even after that hand, I mean, 3-bet raise in a very small jam with ace king. They had queens and jacks, and I hit a king, and I so rarely just win a flip like that in a big pot. So really, that's an incredible 2-hour run that spun me up to 1.34 million. I lost a couple of hands here and there, but nothing too big. I had to turn it straight against somebody kind of early on in that sun run, and it got paid off. So yeah, rolling into day 2. Tomorrow's day 2. I think we start at 11 a.m. I think Rob did say that I was probably a chip leader, but that doesn't really matter. Chip lead day 2 doesn't really matter. A lot of things that happen. Chips move real fast. Somebody gets it along with you with 250, 300k in chips or something. Seems like not a lot when you have 1.3 million chips, but lose a couple of those and you're just back down into average stack. So not going in there too high, too low. Happy that I made day 2. Happy that I finally got a sun run after like a full year of just badness. Happy I got these 2 delicious fresh Filet-O-Fish sandwiches. But gonna get some rest tonight. Show up tomorrow, play good, and I would just love to ship my first trophy of the year. The LAPC is always a nice one with those Remingtons. So let's go, and everyone, Hope you enjoy your filet of fishes.